say third time's a charm, right? I've been trying to do this. This is the third time today. Every time I start to do it, I find something and go back to fix it. But anyway, welcome to Mason County. This may be a two-part first look because there is a lot to go over. I've tried to go through and set up some of the stuff to already be ready to go so that way you can see what it does. There's a good bit of work in this map from other modders. From just little XML lines all the way to, buildings and stuff. I've tried to keep it all to my own stuff, but some things just turn out better with somebody else's stuff. I got permission to use everything in this map. All the modders stuff that I've used, like I said, right down the XML line, is in the description. One other thing, this has already went through one round of testing with Giants, and I got it back this morning. I fixed what this morning being, I'm not sure I know today is Monday, I think the 25th. Yes, Monday the 25th. But anyway, I fixed everything they wanted, and I added something else to it that I'm going to show you what I added here in a minute. But anyway, this is Mason County, and like I said, it went through one round of testing. I'm hoping that everything I'm going to show you will be will pass and be allowed to go on, and they just didn't overlook it the first time. Anyway, so you start off right here. Like I said, this was a save game, but when you start off like right in here like this. Backstory is you left home for a while. If you left home, hard times hit, you come back and you spent your savings on an old wore out truck, some farm equipment, old wore out farm equipment, and your buddy's letting you stay in his carport right here out of the weather and stuff. That chair is sellable, so later on you can place your own. But anyway, I'm going to try to explain everything. That way I ain't got to do it 50 times. I can just say go watch the video. One other thing I'd like to say is this map has a lot of new stuff that I've learned. This has been a 6-month project that I've been working on in the background. I have started this map 3 different times. The original started out as an update to Wilhelmania. And after I went so far, I was like, well, I done went this far, I might as well do a whole new map. So it does have a little bit of resemblance of Wilhelmania, especially right through here and down through here. But the rest of it is, you'll see. But anyway, so that's where you start. You start with this field, and this field only. That's the only thing you own when you start. This is a tar and glue production. Once you can see I got some tar and glue down here right now, but you'll need that for some other stuff that I got around the map. But anyway, this is where you load at. For the life of me, do not know why the damn trigger will not stay here to where you can see it. I've tried and tried, it ain't there. But you just back up here and you can load your tanker. This stuff loads out of here in a tanker. And then once you load that, I'm going to be bouncing around here, so I hope that you can follow me. Alright, so once you load that tar and or glue, if you bring the glue here, it will make 55-gallon barrels of glue. Or I think this is the one that does that. Shit, I can't remember now. Yes. If you bring the glue here, it will make pallets of glue. As you can see, that all this is pretty much is a place to palletize stuff. whatever you bring here in the back, it puts it in pallet form of some sort. Like there's asphalt, seeds, uh, this household goods. I'll explain to you in a little bit what this is for. But like I said, it's this is to palletize stuff. It even makes pellets. I'm trying to see here. I will come back in a little bit and I'll show you all the stuff that it makes. But everything goes back here. Just dump it in here or unload it back there, and then you get everything off from right here. All right. So now that I showed you that, let's go. That's for the glue. The tar will go here for asphalt. This is the cement and asphalt plant. This is courtesy of Realistic Gaming Crew. I have permission to use a few or whatever I would like, and this is one of the ones that I decided to use. I put my own stuff to it too, like right here. This side will give you cement, this side will give you asphalt. But yeah. Alright, since we're here, I'll go ahead and this is this is where you get tires. Just pull in here with a dump trailer and load your tires. The tires go back to the tar in the glue factory up here. Just come here and dump them and whatever else it says it needs, and that's how you get your tar and glue. Alright, let's go down this way. This is a smelter. I renamed it the smelter for a couple different reasons, because it does several different things. But anyway, this makes empty barrels. This is a drum barrel. It's empty. I don't know why. The last few times I have grabbed this stuff, it doesn't want to let go of it, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I got the, let's see here. Yeah, that's why it is. I got the flight mode on. This will make the steel and these empty pallets. It'll also do gold bars, smelt your gold down into bars. It makes pipe. Let me see if I can get some of this stuff out of the way here to. There you go. There's gold and some more of that, and the pipe. I changed this to make it look, I don't know, I guess you used a little instead of new. I don't really know. I just something different. Alright, so the barrels go to different places, different productions around the map for different, well, two different ones. For the glue, and then to the oil production for corn oil. We'll go down there in a minute and I'll show you that. Since we're here in the pipes here, I'm going to show you where the pipe is sellable. And now, when we get to it in a little bit, I'm not going to keep bouncing around. I'm just going to go in a circle. This goes to the crude oil production, and when we get to it. Like I said, this goes to a couple different places. This map is highly production driven. So here's the sawmill, and I'm going to start here. This is where you unload the fuel, diesel fuel. I made this one take diesel fuel instead of coal, so if you'd rather run the BGA back there and make diesel instead of going and getting coal, you can do that. But anyway, from right here, you can see the line to over there, and down here to here. Anything inside this, the logs will sell. Over in this area is where containers will sell. Yeah, but here's your trigger to sell the logs. Well, not sure what's going on here, but I know if you put the dang things up there, they'll sell. Which the whole purpose of that being there, so you can unload them manually. Let me see something here. Yeah. Alright. So you unload your logs there and the containers there, and you also can unload from the train. That's why it's over here this way, containers and or by loading the rail car. And once all that's done, all your lumber comes out over here. Now, here, this side only, you unload or you load wood chips, sawdust, and bark out of here. Yeah, it does all three. It'll give you all three. But this, when it makes this shed will be all long planks. This shed will be all small planks, and this one will be wood beams. This lumber, especially the small stuff, is pretty much what I use. The only thing I use for auto load, and it's hard to do when it keeps putting all the stuff out in the same spot. You know, you're constantly fighting with it, trying to get what you need to auto load. So I just decided to. Took me about 2 days to figure out how to get it to work, but I finally got it to work. I get my mindset on something, I keep messing with it, and finally I'll get something to work. I knew it could be done, I just had to figure out how to do it. Alright, so most of the productions on here aren't very fast. This is more driven for smaller type equipment, maybe some medium stuff. So a lot of it don't hold a lot, and it doesn't produce very fast. Now, this is what I was adding. Well, I was telling you when I'm beginning. This is a dryer. I've been seeing a lot on different groups and stuff of people seem to all of a sudden like to do dry lumber. Piney Run's had that in it for a while, and so ain't Wilhelmina. But anyway, this is a dryer. It's something I threw together and changed the texture of the building, or the color of the building, to make it look something different. It'll give you this right here. I decided just to name it Lizard Lumber, so that way I don't have to keep changing it if I use this in other updates in other maps. Speaking of maps, this map right here is my final map, final brand new map for FS22. And the only way well, no, actually, I'm done with new stuff. I want to incorporate this stuff into all the other maps over time, because I feel like this map is my best work. And I've had several, well, the person who's been testing the hell out of it for me, thank you Bruce, has, told me this is my best work, and for him to say that, it makes me feel pretty good. But originally I had left this blank, and yes, you can sell this. This is sellable, you can get rid of it. I originally left all this blank so you could do the container stuff here. There's still enough room back here you could do that. Alright, onward and onward. Let's go this way now. So, I did something a little different. You see what that says? Septic production. Also, you see down there it says household slurry. I have made, I think there's 8 houses on this map you can go play septic man at and go get slurry from there and use on fields, or you can just role play that way. This is where you control all of this. And if you see down there it says household, this is why I told you this is for household. You know what I'm saying, like food, stuff like that. So that way this will work. This is where the household stuff comes, the household palette comes to. Now, there's nothing here close to start, but if you, I'm going to come right over here and show you one of them. If the house you come to has this thing on it, behind it, if you pull up here, this is the where you load your poo from the house. Now, like I said, not every house has it, but I spread it around here, there, and yonder, so I think this one does. That one don't. But anyway, hopefully, I can't remember, did I do this one? No, this one don't have it either. But they're like I said, there's houses all around the map, and some of them has these behind them. And if you notice, not all of them has a trigger. But if you back up here with a tanker, you'll get slurry. Sorry, I'm checking to see where my daughter's at. Alright, let's go back over here. That's something different, and you know, I know a lot of guys like to role play and do things. Something different, like I'm same old, same old. Right. So this is just the standard BGA that I pretty much include in all the maps, so that way you can make diesel and all the extra stuff with it. There's really nothing special about it other than this is where you bring your crude oil. This right here is a sell point for sand only. This is a railroad sander. So I figured why not put a sell point here where you can bring and sell sand. This is where you rent the train. If there's a building or something with one of these right here beside it, that means that's where you rent the train at. There should be 3 of them, I think I got. I don't think this does anything. I'm pretty sure I didn't make it, attach anything to this one. It's just there for looks. But this is a sell point. You can come in here and sell stuff. Let's go this here way. This is the residential sell point like Black Mountain had. I just think this was neat because you can place this wherever you want to on any house and make a delivery service. This is Animal Dealer, which is pretty self-explanatory. I did go ahead and this is a sell point for like grains and stuff for animals. Alright, of course right here is where you load your animals, and then this is just a bale sale. Okay, let's go this way. I'll go over here first, I guess. Alright, gas station. Of course, you just pull up front to get gas. This is a sell point back here. You can bring different things back here to sell. Pretty sure I done told you the tire trigger was behind that. There's some of the glue that just come out of there. There's you some corn oil. There's the corn oil that comes out of the oil place there. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. This does take diesel fuel also. The tank's there, but I'm almost positive everything unloads right here. But yeah. Alright, I think that's everything on this side. Let's go over here and go this direction. Alright, this is a pallet and plywood production. Shout out to Gamer Designs for helping me get this plywood to look right. It's a little wider than a regular pallet, and you can see how whenever two of them come out together they kind of stack on each other. I don't really know what to do to fix that. I feel like every time I move something inside the pallet it messes things up, so I just finally decided to leave it alone. It is what it is. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt at times, like it is right now, but I think it'll be okay. This plywood and pallets go different places around the map also. Remember what I said, this map is very production driven. Like almost everything on here takes something extra other than normal stuff. So for instance, like the flour place up when we go where to make flour, it takes pallets plus paper and you know, cardboard and other things just to make a pallet. Like I really put a lot of thought into trying to make this productive, but you know, you got to work at it to make money too. I'm hoping is what happens. I hadn't really talked about why I decided to go with Mason County, but I guess I will now a little bit here. All this is from Gamer Designs, from his maps, but I'm from West Virginia. Right now I live in Virginia, but I'm from West Virginia, and I've been wanting to do a West Virginia map. I'm just not good enough to do it the way I want to do it. I knew I could get something done if I went along the Ohio River area with the farmlands and stuff, and that's why I decided on Mason County, was because the Ohio River is very fertile farmlands. Plus, you know, on the West Virginia side, still got a pretty good bunch of timber and a little bit of hills, which is what I tried to do in here. It's very loosely based off of there, but I've tried to include things that you would see in Mason County, such as a barge. This is like a sell-all point. Pretty much anything in the map you can bring right here and sell. Some of it you might have to unload to get right here to sell it, but it's all sellable right here. That's pretty much all that is, just a way to ship it out of here by river. I'm just going to do a quick glance over the farmlands here so you can see what they look like. I went a little crazy right here with the circle fields. So, you know, I know we have that water system thing from Hispano Modding. I thought maybe you could set it up in here and do smaller versions. I'm sorry if you hear background noise. My daughter's been out of the room the whole time. Now all of a sudden she wants to come in here. Guess that's what kids do, huh? But none of the fields are really worker friendly. I've tried to make them all irregular and different sizes, and just here, there, and yonder. And yeah, just something different. Some of them square, but for the most part I tried to make the majority of them oddball. Let's see here. Go back over here. Charcoal plant. Really nothing special to show you there. Most of you seen it. I tried to make some custom pins. This is one of them. This is a sheep pen. And I did, you know, you can get in here, but it goes all the way up through here. Sometimes they get down there in the water, or you can see there's some down there now, but there's something different, I guess. This is a sell point also, and there is a train rental place back there too. There's your way to get over into the woods. I'll show you them here in a little bit. Excuse me. Change the textures on some things too. Alright, so I know West Virginia ain't the only state that's got trailer parks, but there's a lot in West Virginia, and I'm sure there's a lot elsewhere too. So I made one in the map. This is production. When I say that, it makes things. So this is a trailer park. You come back here. You bring your stuff here to sell right here, and this will give you compost, which you can get right here. Now this right here is just for this. This is not part of that septic production you seen a little bit ago. This is compost. This will give you compost out of here. And then I couldn't get trash cans to work like I wanted them to, so I made these and call these trash cans. Well, I didn't make them. I resized it and done some, changed the color and stuff of these. But these are just like little mini containers. That's trash. Like it's, I mean, you can see when you push on it, it tells you it's a trash can. This goes to the smelter. If you take this to the smelter, it makes metal stuff out of metal, metal stuff. This will also give you a junk car. This is not perfect, and this is also from Gamer Designs, but you can take a forklift and get under it and move it and load it and pretend to be Junkman. And I did make this take corn so you could, bring something in bulk here to get the cars coming faster. I forget what I'm doing. Super strength is on. I need to turn this off. But seriously, you grab it and move it. Well, it's taking a sweet ass time, but there is a pilot under there, and you can see through it. This ain't perfect, but it's a junk car. You can load them on. There you go. There's another one popped out there. You can load them on the truck and play Junkman. These go to the smelter. These also, you take them to the smelter, or you can sell them. I think I got them to where you can sell them too. But these are for something different. A lot of you like to play Junkman. This is your way. But yeah, you can see down here I made it in the corner. I make it take corn. That way you can dump something in it fast to get it started. Turn this back on. You said I put a lot of thought and time into this once I got started. I know it ain't highly detailed, but it's probably my most detailed map to date. Now, I guess I'll start here. This is the quarry. Tried to build something different and new, and this was the end result. This one you load the bigger stuff, coal, stone, just the bigger rocks out of. And then over here, the more finer stuff like limestone and sand, stuff like that will come out of this one. But this takes water and diesel fuel, and both of those unload right here. Just bring it here and unload it right there. I know this ain't really a quarry or whatever, but I just tried to dream up something, and this is what happened. Up here's your dump, and now again this was set up for smaller stuff, so I ain't got a lot of room in here. This is your road down to the quarry. We'll go that way in a minute, but here's your we just went in down yonder where them cars are at, and then this is the road to get into the quarry up top. There's no way from there up to here to get up here except for right here. This is your quarry. Now I've loaded this down with stone. The majority of you, it'll take a while to get rid of all this, but we can thank Gamer Designs for this too. This is unlimited stone. That's all you get out of here. You just pull in here and load your trailer. That way you always got stone, or you can put a conveyor system in here and fill this back up again. It's whatever you want to do. I just wanted to make sure you had an endless supply. This is a sell point. I know you can't see the thing in there, but if you look, you can see the collar of it. I'm pretty sure that's a sell point. I know it's sad, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's a sell point. Some of them don't show up on the map. I just can't remember. There's your paper factory. Y'all know how that works for the most part. I think this one maybe takes glue. Oh, nope. Alright, that down there is a train sell point, and that's something else that I added because I forgot to. But pretty much anything you can load on the train can sell right here, or should. It's there out of the way, and you know, it's just out of the way right underneath that bridge, so it was a good place for it. Alright, let's go this here way. Here's your carpentry. You can see my sign there. I thought I removed that thing off first so you could see it, but anyway, it says I moved the unload around the back, but you still come right in here to load the sawdust, or should come right in there to still load the sawdust. Oh yeah, this don't do chips, it does sawdust. But you can come around here and it still takes logs and stuff too, or logs to make furniture, and then it takes all the wood that the map makes, including the dried lumber that I just put in there today. And then all that comes out over here in different areas all to its own for easy loading or whatever you want to do. But that's your carpentry. This is not sellable. This stays here. I'm pretty sure it stays here anyway. A lot of stuff on this map is not sellable. It stays where it's at. Alright, what we got down through here? Cereal factory. I don't think there's anything special about that one, unless it takes, you know, something extra. Alright, so this house has a residential cell and it has the slurry. This is your flour production. And you can get water right here. I think this is milk. Yep, there's your dairy. Pretty sure this is pigs. Yeah. So they got a big old pen too. Sell point for the diner. There's a lot of stuff. There's a few things in this map I know you've already seen. This from Goldcrest Valley, and for the life of me, I don't know how to say his name. But a shout out to him, not Pumbaa, but the other one, for the use of the stuff out of there also. But there's a sell point behind that, and then I think, no, I didn't. This is a gas station, and you can get gas here. This is the road up to the crude oil. Originally I had used another one in here, that's why this area is so big. But I couldn't get the shaders and stuff right on it to pass for console. And most of you know that if I can't get it for console, I just give up on it. But I redid this a bit. This is a prefab thing I found on ModHub that I just reworked and took things off and tried to make it look like an old derrick. This takes water, steel pipe, and maybe that's it to get it to work. Sand, and sand. You gotta have sand too. Don't fall in a ditch. Alright. And here's your cows. They kind of got their own little area here too. This road will also take you back here and get you into the woods too. Alright, so yeah. So this one has the slurry in and the residential. Alright, here's the old sawmill. This is also from Goldcrest Valley. I moved some of the triggers around on it and then, you know, made them bigger and things so it would work better. But you should be able to sell logs all the way down through here to about right in here and over. I added these. Those poles are these upside down. So that way you can manually unload with the loader or however you might want to here. Now there's no trigger for the train here. You'll have to manually unload here. This will set up to be like an old mill, and the only thing that this will produce is wood beams. That's it. They come out right there. Yeah. I miss these sawmills being in all the maps, to be honest with you. Okay, so there's that, and there's another place to rent a train too. Okay, what we got over here? Alright, this is animal feed production. It sort of works just like the one on Rogue River Valley and Black Mountain does, but it's stationary. Just come around back, unload your stuff in the front, and then come around the back here and load. I was proud of this waterfall, and a shout out to Silver Eagle and the Shanty boys, Matt and them over there, for helping me learn something that I should have known but didn't. There is a boat floating around in here. I tried to do something different with a boat to make it look like it's floating around the water. See if I can find the dang thing now. There it is. It just kind of does what it wants to. I just thought it'd be neat to have, you know, something different. Okie dokie, let's get back over here. Now, a lot of you know that, you know, well, a lot of you might not know, but Mason County is home of the Mothman. If you don't know who the Mothman is, just push it up on Google and study for it. I made sure to include something about him in here too. There's also a movie out. Gold Production. Well, Wash Plant, I mean, Gold Production. Turn the speed down on this a little bit and probably turn the flight mode off.
Gotta have firehouse. And I'm really not sure if there's a water trigger here or not. I know that's sad, I made the map and don't know, but I really don't know if there is or not. Here is your spinnery, bowling alley. Back in here is a dealership. Nothing special about this either. I did put a makeshift place in here to load equipment on if you want to load it on something other than a low boy. Sell point. This will also give you slurry. There's your bread. More houses. I left these all grown up for a reason. I thought maybe, you know, some of you might want to do a grass mowing business or something. Let's see here. This another sell point, and that's for belly dump. And then this over here is the same thing. It's just for that way you can bring in a regular dump truck and dump air. All right, groceries. The sell point. This pretty much takes everything, I think. I thought I deleted that, but oh well. This changes. There should be a snowman stuff show up here in the winter too. I'll just leave it there. Alright, now we're back down here to where we kind of started out a little bit ago. Now for the things that... Oop. Might have to go back in there and take it out of there. I want to emphasize this one more time before I show you what else I'm fixing to show you here. I'm still not 100% sure these are going to be able to come with the map. Like I said, it's done been tested once through Giants, and they sent it back to me for some shader issues, and I fixed that. Nothing was said about anything else. So here we go. I'm going to show you. Like I said, don't hold your breath because I don't know for sure yet. This map has my own mods in it, stuff that I have made, that I've done myself, and they're not really good enough to be released on their own, so I'm trying to put them into the map so I can get them out to you console players. I already know PC players are going to steal the shit and do with it what they want to. That's just the way they do. But for you console guys, at least on the map, on my maps, because if this passes this, I'm going to put them in my other maps too and update, so that way all of them will have this equipment. I'm a little nervous with these because I've been leery of telling you all about them for fear they're not going to be able to come. So this will give you tire options, off-road and street. You can get rid of that and make it one collar. I do have a few new collars in here, the faded collars for an old look or primer or whatever you want. But the bed will change to its own collar, and then your rims and then the license plate. And yes, it does have West Virginia license plates. There's that. This does a few different things. I'm trying to remember what all I need to tell you, so I'm sorry if I'm stuttering and stuff. But anyway, so you can have just a fifth wheel, you can have fifth wheel and rack, or you can have none. And with none, this allows you to hook to 82 Studio and BC Bueller's beds. I have permission from 82 to use the XML line to make it work. So you can have that, and then tanker in here. Again, I built this for the map. These trucks are sort of built for this map because in West Virginia, this is the style of the trucks that you see a lot. The tri-axle with the tag on the back. This also has off-road or street. I do have a little bit of an unrealistic one on here. It's 15, 30, and then it goes to 100 liters. 100, 100,000 liters. You can change the bed to whatever color you want. Truck same way. But or a flatbed. This will probably be what I use a lot, just because I've been wanting one like this in the game for a while. I'd like to point out that the triaxle frame that you see is 3D machinery, or D3 Machineries, and he has given me full permission to use it. Also, the log truck that you seen there in the very beginning, that's all from him, and I got permission. This one here is probably my most favorite one that I've done, even though that I don't use it. And this pack of trucks has been done for over a year. But oh, I forgot something. There's BC Bueller's beds, and then just so I can show you that works. And then there's one more in here somewhere here. These have a Caterpillar soundless jake brake too. That's from Mod Hub, from prefabs, if any of y'all want to use it for something else. Now, some of these beds fit on here a little weird, but I tried to make them even out to where they all will work with the frame. Like I said, they may not be perfect, but they work. That way you can kind of use this truck for whatever you want to, if you want to use it. I do. Go ahead and grab this one. I did put turn signals up on the mirrors. And the hitch on the back moves up and down, so you can adjust trailers to however you would like it. But this will finally give you a decent East Coast mountainous setup, hopefully. Oops. This loader is North Modding Company's. Used T-Bone give me permission to use it. It's from the center mount from 19. It works. You know, the collisions is a little wanky, just like it was in 19, but it works, and it is what it is. Like I said, I'm in the process of doing Piney Run right now. Let's just take this over here and see about getting some poo. Actually, I ain't gotta go way over. Let's go right here. It's weird, it ain't working. I don't know what's going on with it. I'll do a little study on that, I reckon. It's working great. Maybe it's the truck. Let me see something here. Yeah. Anyway, that's kind of I guess the first look and go over on Mason County. Like I said, there's a lot to do on here. I probably forgot a lot of stuff to show you. These trucks, like I said, I hope that they're able to pass and come on out to you all. We sort of need something like this. But anyway, till next time, y'all take it easy, and hopefully you'll like this when it comes out. Till next time, later.